This video is for the girls who feel behind, confused, healing, overthinking everything, and low-key pretending to be fine. Hey Rafiki, if you click this, I'm assuming you're in your early 20s or even 30s, or what I call your what is actually going on in my life era. The era where you're healing but still triggered, confident some days and spiraling the next, and you keep asking yourself, am I doing life right? I'm not a guru, I'm just your internet big sister who is also figuring it out, but a few steps ahead in some ways and a few steps behind in others. So this is the advice that I wish someone sat me down and told me without sugarcoating, but with love. Get comfy and let's get into it. I'm going to be doing my makeup while sharing this, and this is going to be drugstore makeup except for one item that I couldn't find an alternative. So, yay. You don't need to fix yourself to deserve love. Here's something that no one tells you in your healing era. You're not a project. You don't need to become more healed, more confident, more productive, more put together to be worthy of love, friendship, or good things. Healing culture low-key makes you feel like I'll date when I'm healed, I'll be confident when I stop overthinking, I'll show up when I'm finally my best self. But newsflash, there is no final version of you. You don't unlock worth after suffering enough, and you don't graduate from being a human being. You are allowed to feel love while messy, not after. Some people are only in your life to teach you what you don't want. Not every connection is meant to last. Some people come in your life to show you what bare minimum feels like, what emotional unavailability looks like, or what being misunderstood does to your nervous system. And it hurts because you wanted them to be the one, or the friend, or the person who finally gets me. But sometimes they're just the less one. And the lesson isn't you aren't enough. The lesson is you learned your standards. Growth is realizing you don't need closure from people who never knew how to show up. Number 3, your anxiety is not intuition just because it feels loud. This one changed my life. Not every gut feeling is intuition. Sometimes it's just unhealed patterns wearing a disguise. If you grew up people pleasing or chasing validation, your brain learned that love feels like anxiety. So now peace feels boring, consistency feels suspicious, and chaos feels like chemistry. Big sister truth, if someone makes you feel constantly confused, anxious, or unsure, that is not your soulmate. That's the nervous system being activated. Real connections feel calm, not intense, not dramatic, and definitely not hot and cold. Calm is underrated because it doesn't make good trauma bonds. You don't actually miss them, you miss who you are with them. Sometimes you're not missing the person, you're missing the version of you that felt hopeful, the era or the fantasy of what could have been. You miss the idea and not the reality. Because if you're honest, you are crying more than you are laughing, overthinking more than you are at peace, and shrinking more than you're growing. Nostalgia is dangerous because it edits out the pain. Healing is remembering the full story and not just the highlight reel. You are allowed to outgrow people without drama. Not every ending needs a confrontation, a closure talk, or a long explanation. Ooh! Sometimes growth looks like you stop texting first, you stop forcing connection, and you stop betraying yourself to keep access to someone. Outgrowing people doesn't make you cold, it makes you self-aware. You can love a person from a distance, you can wish them well, and you can choose yourself. Peace is not selfish, it's necessary. No one is coming to save you, but that's actually good news. This one is gentle but brutal. There is no one moment where someone arrives and fixes your life. Ooh. Is it coming through? I feel like it's coming through. No relationship, no job, and no glow up. You are the person you've been waiting for. And I know it sounds scary, but it's actually empowering because it means you don't need permission, you don't need perfect timing, and you don't need to become someone else first. You can start choosing yourself now, even awkwardly, even imperfectly, and even scared. You're not behind, you're just comparing yourself to people who are also confused. Everyone in their 20s or even 30s is faking it. Even the ones with jobs, relationships, apartments, or a plan. They're all just confused in better outfits. There is no universal timeline, no correct pace, and no checklist you're failing. Some people find themselves at 18, some at 28. Oh, that is bright. And some at 40. You're not late, you're early in your own story. That's our final book. If no one told you lately, you're doing better than you think, you're not broken, you're not hard to love, you're just becoming. Healing isn't about becoming unrecognizable. It's about coming home to yourself. And I'm really proud of you for being here, even if you don't know why yet. Nakupenda. Kwaheri.